Today's topic is not going to be as theory heavy as it usually be. It's more of answering a question that has been asked quite often, which is, Duke, when should I start ranked or when should I start conquest? Usually I would give you a detailed explanation on what you should know, what you should learn beforehand, blah blah blah. We've been there, we've done that. Today I'm going to give you another answer. To those of you who have absolutely no interest in ever trying out Conquest, this answer is pretty relevant and doesn't apply, simply because you are not the ones who would ask this question in the first place. But for those of you who have ever for the tiniest moment considered trying out or even setting a foot into Conquest, usually you'd have a reason not to do it. You don't want to upset your teammates, you don't want to learn the meta, blah 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 blah. There are plenty of reasons not to go into Conquest, and I fully understand that. My point is that we are really close to Season 4. Everything that you do in Conquest Season 3 now is pretty much irrelevant. Well, you may ruin someone's game a little bit, but oh well. They will just have to deal with it, it's the end of the season. With the upcoming season, all ranked ladders are gonna be completely reset, so in regards to ranked, it doesn't matter anymore. With the upcoming season, everything about Conquest is gonna be changed, so that really doesn't matter anymore. So you can't really make too many mistakes because, in the end, it's all gonna be irrelevant very, very soon. The only thing you could be concerned about is your casual Smitecore score. If that is the case, then just go on PTS. On the public test server, no one has a clue what to do yet, from what I've seen so far. Some people think they know any sort of meta or anything, but in the end, it's all just testing around at the moment, and things are changed so frequently. We've already had our first hotfix right after PTS came out, and I'm pretty sure there are gonna be more. There are gonna be adjustments to various items, various hotfixes to things that don't work properly yet, and as such, there is plenty of room for doing things wrong. And I'm not gonna create some sort of fairy tale and tell you that no one will BM you or dodge you on PTS, because that can always happen, but that can happen in any other game mode as well. That's not dependent on that. On PTS, matchmaking is all over the place simply because there are so many different players from different levels of playing, but the player base is still much lower than on the normal servers, so there will not be even matchmaking at all. You will be matched with people who are much better than you at the game and probably people who are much worse than you at the game. So there is no reason to care. PTS is there to try things out. And if you've never tried out Conquest and you want to do it in a safe environment, so to speak, where nothing really matters and where no one really knows what to do yet, and at the same time get an advantage on your enemies for the next season, or on other players in general, then this is the perfect place. Because that's what's going to result out of that. If you play PTS a lot, you will figure out what works in the next season, you will get some ideas, even before there are guides or anything for it, and then, based on that knowledge, or with that knowledge, you will go into the live client, and you may have some more knowledge on what's going to happen in Conquest and what you have to do over the players who have played Conquest longer but have never played the PTS. This doesn't necessarily apply in every regard because there's still certain things you just learn over time, but in some regards at least. And some regards, you just have the knowledge already, you just don't know it. When it comes to builds, for example, you may very well be informed without ever having set a foot into Conquest, especially now that things like starter items and stuff like that are going to be changed around again as well. So for casual, you can queue the normal casual queues at the moment and you're not going to lose much anymore, but if you want to be 100% safe, just go onto PTS. For ranked, just queue on the normal servers. There is literally no downside to playing ranked right now if you haven't played it. There are only upsides. If you play well enough to get placed into gold or higher, you will get season rewards that you otherwise won't get and you will never be able to get again. Those rewards are absolutely limited to the end of the season, and we have seen various skins come back, even things like Poseidon or Archon Thanatos, but we have never seen any of the league rewards come back. So this is your only shot at getting them. Obviously you can get them in other game modes as well, get them a lot easier there, but that's not what I'm getting at here. That's not my main point. My main point is that you can't lose, even if you lose. The worst case scenario, you end up in bronze, which then means you get nothing, but you wouldn't have gotten anything otherwise as well. Plus, you have some more ranked experience now, you know how the whole banning thing and all that works. You may feel more comfortable going into ranked next season, where there are 3 splits, where it's always worth more to play ranked, and your elo is gonna get completely reset, so everything you did doesn't matter for the next season, and you have a fresh start anyways. So you can choose to go into that fresh start with less experience or with more experience, and you really can't lose anything. It is literally a win-win situation in both the regards of playing a PTS and learning stuff there before the others do, and playing ranked now simply because you can't really lose anything from playing it because everything's gonna be reset. So if there was ever a time to try out Conquest or to try out ranked, and this applies for the other ranked modes as well, it is now. With everything being reset, there is no better time to do so. That's all I wanted to let you know today. Thank you guys for watching. Also, I will be putting music under this video, I think, and if I do, I will put down a comment where I ask for your opinion. And please, if you want to give me an opinion on putting some music under my videos or not, respond to that comment directly. I know that some of you have asked for it in the past, but I know that some of you also listen to my videos as podcasts, and I'm not quite sure how well music goes with that, and depending on that, I will decide for the future. Thank you for watching. Duke Sloth, out.